Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you've probably noticed from my channel, I have a lot of Dior Beauty products, and so I figured I would do a different video than I normally do. This isn't going to be an unboxing. Instead, I'm going to tell you all about the beauty products that I have from Dior Beauty, what's worth it, and what I probably would not purchase again. And I've tried a lot of things, from makeup to skincare to perfumes, so trust me, I can tell you a lot about it. Starting with the skincare part, I'm a huge fan of the Dior Prestige skincare line. I have tried Dior Prestige and Dior Capture Total, so those are two different skincare lines that they have, and I personally love the Dior Prestige. I really didn't notice a difference with Capture Total, so while it's nice, I don't particularly love it. I actually, when I got my Dior facial last time when I was in Paris, the entire facial was with the Capture Total line, and it was nice, but again, I just don't feel like it is as hydrating and nourishing for my skin personally. And I feel like the Dior Prestige skincare line also is meant to help with plumping and just like in general giving your skin a youthful appearance, and I feel like it does a really good job at that. But there is one item that I probably would not purchase again, and that's a cleanser. Now don't get me wrong, I like this cleanser. It's nice, it smells good, it washes off your skin somewhat well, I would say, but I feel like it's not as powerful as other cleansers that I have. In fact, I currently use the Centella cleanser, and I feel like that really helps just fully wash off any makeup, impurities, anything off my skin, whereas I feel like this one is more like a very nice experience of having like a very luxurious, nice smelling face wash. That's about it. Like I feel like as an actual cleanser, it doesn't do exactly what I wish it did. It's nice, again, it's like, especially if you want that like spa-like experience, this is wonderful. In terms of practicality, this is the one thing from the Prestige skincare line that I would not purchase again. However, I do love their serum. So nice. I've obviously used already almost half the bottle. It is pricey, I'm not gonna lie. Everything from the Prestige skincare line is pricey, but this one especially is pricey, but it's really nice. It feels really good on my skin. I do feel like it's part of the overall just line of making my skin feel more plump and rejuvenated, so I love this one, and I have repurchased it, so worth the investment. I also really like the lotion. This one actually goes first before the serum. It's pretty nice. It's just kind of like I mean, I wouldn't say it's like a toner, but it's just more like it serves in that step of like having like a little lotion hydrating part at first, like it's the first part of your routine. I do really like this one. I feel like it's very hydrating, and I love their eye cream. Like I feel like from the actual product to the applicator, this is amazing. It has like these little pearls, and it's like a cooling effect, so you just press it to bring out some of the product and then just go around your eyes, and oh my god, it feels so good. Love this eye cream. Honestly, this is one of my favorite parts of this line. And lastly, we have La Creme, the moisturizer. The one that I use is the one for like normal skin. They do have a rich one, like a rich texture for very dry skin, and then they have a very light one for very like oily skin. I just use the one for normal skin because I have mostly combination skin. Combination to dry skin is typically how it runs. And literally the proof is in the pudding. I'm basically out of this one. I do have a refill that I bought. It's one of the things that I love about this one is you can actually refill it without having to buy the whole thing again. But I literally love this one so much. So again, as far as skincare goes, Prestige for me is the Dior line that you want to have. That is, you know, pricey, but not the priciest. They do have like Prestige that is like the gold one, and that's like way pricier, and they do have other items that are also pricey. I have the exfoliant, and honestly, I don't know that I would repurchase this again. It's nice. I've like barely used it, as you can tell. It is nice. It does feel, you know, good when you're using it on your skin. I don't know that I truly feel a difference when I use it as an exfoliant. So that's why for me, again, it's like a nice experience, much like the cleanser, but it's not something that I would say, oh my god, I feel like this really makes a difference on my skin. So would not purchase again. And on the topic of cleansers, I also have the balm that is meant to remove makeup. I still have quite a bit left, and honestly, this is mainly due to the fact that I think it's good, but not great either. So I feel like from Prestige, I would not purchase any of like the cleansers or the exfoliant. Again, nice experience, but I don't feel like it does as good of a job as other cleansers that are even way more affordable do. Like I feel like my Centella oil cleanser does a way better job of removing my makeup than this one does. It is a balm that then turns into oil as you massage it on your skin. And again, it's nice. It does remove some of my makeup, but I feel like especially with the mascara, it like does not do enough of a good job for me to say this is it. So I would just rather go with like an actual oil-based cleanser like the Centella that I use. More affordable, and I feel like it does a much better job of removing my makeup. Again, I have tried some of the Capture Total products. I didn't really notice that much of a difference, like I said, so I just kind of never repurchased again. I'm sure that the super expensive like gold Prestige skincare is 100 times better. I mean, the way that the lady at the Paris store described it, she said it's like Botox in a bottle. So it's supposed to be really good. I'll take her word for it, but I just think that it's like really expensive, so I was not gonna purchase that. So the regular regular prestige line is, in my book, 100% worth it. And maybe one day I'll get to try the, you know, upgraded versions, but for now, that one will do. Anyway, onto perfumes. My absolute favorite is the Miss Dior perfume. I actually just got this one for Christmas. I did engrave my name in it. I feel like it smells so good. This is a new formula. They changed it recently and I think it smells amazing. I actually used to use the Eau de Parfum. So instead of, like, this one is the perfume, this one is basically like a lighter version of the perfume. I would take this one any day over this one. I feel like it lasts a lot longer. The scent is a little bit stronger. I love this one. So between the two of these, I would not repurchase this one. I would repurchase this one a million times. Love both of these, but again, this one takes the cake every single time. I also love the Dior Parfum d'Eau. So this is the one that is non-alcoholic. It is water-based. I did actually get this one customized in Sephora in Paris. I feel like the scent is so good. It is so soft and just feels very luxurious. I love wearing this one at night and Miss Dior during the day. I actually don't like the regular Dior or the Dior L'Or, which is one of the newest ones. I don't know what it is about that scent, but it feels like it's a little bit, I don't know the right term, it's like older, but it just feels like it's not for me. So I don't really like that scent, which is funny because, you know, it's supposed to be part of the same family, but I love this one. The other ones, not so much. And I did recently make a video about the La Collection Privée, the Sakura perfume that I bought. I would not repurchase this again. First of all, it is so much more expensive than any of the other perfumes that I just mentioned, and I feel like the scent does not last nearly as long as, for example, like the Miss Dior perfume. I feel like it's nice and light and airy, so it is, you know, like a nice spring scent. I mean, Sakura, obviously the cherry blossom, so that's pretty fitting for spring. But I just feel like it's just not worth the price. Like, I do think that it smells good, but I feel like it doesn't last long enough to be, you know, justify the price. So this one I would not purchase again. So like I said, for perfumes, these two are my absolute go-to. And an honorable mention, because I only have one, but in terms of bath products, the Miss Dior oil like exfoliant is so good. This is literally like the most luxurious experience I've had in my shower. It does exfoliate the skin, like it has little beads that exfoliates the skin. It smells so good. I mean, obviously it smells like Miss Dior, and then it is oil based, so it does like also moisturize your skin. So I feel like it is just such, as I mentioned, a luxurious experience. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Of course, you can find other like oil based body washes or, you know, other exfoliants that you can use in your body, but I feel like this, just the one thing about it is that it does feel very luxurious. So if you are looking for, you know, like having a nice little exfoliant during your everything shower and just having an awesome experience, this, hands down, 10 out of 10, no notes. It's amazing. And jumping into makeup, because I have quite a few products, I will say, and you've probably seen me, you know, talk about this if you watch any of my other Dior Beauty products, the Dior Show Brow Styler is my go-to. I literally always keep this stocked up because I love it. It is a brow pencil, so there's a pencil on that side and then the spoolie on the other end. I feel like it really helps just draw like very precise lines, like fine lines on your brows, just like really fill it in very naturally. So I love this. Like I said, I keep it stocked up because I never want to run out of this. Big favorite one here. However, speaking of brows, the Dior Show Onset Brow, I actually mentioned this in the past when I did one of my unboxings. I love this. I really do. Until I discovered the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and this thing is superior. Like, this is, I feel like, the best in the market. So this just had no chance of fighting against this. Again, I like this. I think it's a good product, but if you're gonna choose something for your brows, this 100 times. Sorry, Dior, but this is not cutting it when you put it next to this. So this one I am not repurchasing. Now, if we talk about foundations, I have the Forever Foundation in shade 2N. This is a liquid foundation. And then I do have the Dior Forever Skin Perfect foundation stick. It is a stick, but it is pretty creamy. I actually feel like between the two, I would take this one over this one because I feel like the application is just so smooth. And like I said, it is very creamy, so it just slides so well into your skin. I apply this and then I use a little bit of makeup sponge and then I spread it all over my face. And I feel like it does a great job. Again, I really do like this one. I think it's really nice, but I feel like this one just feels more like it just stays in my skin, whereas this one I still feel like, yeah, I definitely have makeup on me. This one's one of the newer ones. Obviously, like, had I tried this one before this one, I would have probably never purchased this one. Between the two, because I don't need that much coverage, I would take this one. I think if you need a lot of coverage, this one might be a better option. I do have the Forever Skin Correct. This is the concealer. Love this one. Also in shade 2N. All of my foundation stuff is in shade 2N. This one's pretty good. I do find that this one does a very good job at like spot correcting, and so I really like this one. I got the Forever Glow Star Filter. You can definitely combine this one with your foundation. I like it. I wouldn't repurchase though. Like, I think it's nice, but I don't think it's anything too special or anything too different. As I mentioned, you can combine it with your foundation so that it gives a little bit more of that like glowy look, if that's what it's supposed to do. I find that it's not that noticeable, like if I combine it with the foundation, and then also if I do like little like spot highlighting, I feel like my Rare Beauty highlighter does a better job than this one. So for that reason, I love this one, but I feel like I can find better stuff on the market, so I wouldn't repurchase this one again. At the same time as I bought that one, I bought the Forever Glow Maximizer. This is the shade Pink, and And I find that this one's really cute. It is basically like a highlighter and blush in one. So I really like that. I also don't know that I would repurchase it though. So I feel like, yes, this was nice, but much like with this one, I feel like they're not as noticeable as other products that I have. These ones are nice, but I feel like it doesn't give me the effect that I wanted. And I will say, I feel like with this one, because it is liquid, it just kind of feels like it doesn't blend very well with my skin sometimes. So like it, don't love it enough to repurchase. And that brings me to the blush. This is the Rosy Dior in 001 Pink. You can see it there. I have used it a few times. I find that it is nice, but I like it, but I feel like you actually need a lot of product for it to actually be noticeable on your skin. I think that I actually could find better blushes out there. I actually love the Merit blush. Like I said, I've used this one multiple times, yes, but I feel like I have to use a lot more, so then it just feels like too much. And so like it, don't love it enough to repurchase probably. And onto the lip products. As you can tell, I have a lot of them, and I actually have a lot more shades, but I just wanted to make a point with these ones. So the Rouge Dior, this is the shade 100. It is a matte lipstick. Love the shade. It is a nice matte lipstick. So if you're looking for something matte, I love this one. Dior Addict, also shade 100. Obsessed with this one. Same color basically, but this one is like glossy. So I feel like it just gives you basically this look, but in a glossy version. So I like having both because you never know which one's gonna be the better option. The Dior Lip Maximizer is one of my favorites. I have multiple shades. I will say this one, the 001, is my favorite. It's just like a clear pinkish one, and I love it. It does feel slightly tingly. I don't know that it fully does like the plumping effect that it's supposed to, but I feel like it does a great job at like leaving shiny lips. So I love this one. Honestly, this 10 out of 10 would buy again. I just love the Dior lip products. I got the liquid lipstick that they actually released recently for the holidays. This one is in the shade 100 Sequin. This one is really fun because it actually becomes all glittery once you apply it. I do have a video of what it looks like once you apply it. So you apply it onto your lips, and then when you go like this, it becomes glittery, which is awesome. So I like this one. I think it's just like a fun little lipstick. I wish it was a bit shinier. So what I end up doing is I end up like adding a little bit of the lip maximizer on top because it does tend to be a little bit more matte, but it's just fun to have this little like glittery look. I also have the lip glow oil. I will say I like this one. I don't love it. I feel like it's a little bit sticky and it doesn't feel as like oily as other lip oils. Like I have the Summer Fridays and I have the Merit one, and I find that those are a little bit more like the lip oils that I like. Again, nothing against this one. I think it's nice, but I feel like if I was gonna buy lip oil, I would probably buy the Summer Fridays or the Merit one instead. And I actually remember that I also have the Lip Glow Color Reviver Balm. This one is a lip balm, as the name says. So this one's like a pinkish tone there. I actually find that when I apply it, it looks a little bit more red. They did launch new ones that are supposed to be like pH balanced and react to like the pH on your skin or on your lips, I guess. So the color is supposed to like work based on your skin pH. I haven't tried it. They just released them. Maybe I'll give them a shot. This one is the shade 001. I like this one, but I feel like as far as like lip balms go, I don't know that I would repurchase this one again. So again, nice, but not like a must-have. So out of the lip products that I've tried, I basically would repurchase all of them except for these two, just because I feel like I have better options out there. Now for eye makeup, I currently only have these in minis, but the Dior Show Maximizer 3D and the Dior Show Mascara are actually really nice. I do like to pair them together. I also have the Dior Show Iconic Over Curl Mascara. So the brush in this one is a little bit curlier, as the name suggests, whereas the Dior Show just has like a straight brush. But quite frankly, I am a fan of all three of these. I have purchased them in full size many times before. I've just actually recently been using all mascara products in mini size because I've been using a bunch of different ones. And so I prefer this one because then the mascara doesn't dry up. Just for me, I prefer to use like minis. I like the flexibility it gives me, but I do like all three of these, so I do recommend them. I bought the special edition eyeshadow palette for the holidays. I am obsessed with this one. I have actually used this. I basically have used like all these three. I just keep it with the cover because that's just the kind of person that I am. But I have used like these three basically are the ones, like the shades that I use the most, and I do really like it. I rarely ever wear like eye makeup, like eyeshadows and stuff, so I don't really use this very often, but I like the shades and I like how they apply. And I also have this one from the Dior Riviera collection that I got actually, but I have not tried this one. So sadly, this one has been sitting in my makeup drawer for a while. I do like the shades. It's kind of like also again like a brown with like a blue highlight because that was the color for the summer, the Dior Riviera collection. So shades are nice, but again, I haven't really applied it. Nothing to do with like the actual makeup itself or like the, you know, like the quality of the item. It's just more like I rarely ever use eyeshadow. But like I said, I have used this one a few times and I do love how they apply. And because this is part of the same Dior Riviera collection, I actually got the nail polishes and I have used all of these. I do like them. I actually feel like the Dior polishes, nail polishes apply really nicely. They dry quickly and I feel like the shades are nice. However, I've basically been very into gel lately, and so I have not done my nails at home anymore, or or like with regular polish. So that's truly the only reason why I haven't used it. But if you're looking for like a nice nail polish that's easy to apply and has like nice colors and I feel like dries quickly, I feel like these are really nice. And lastly, for nails, I feel like the Wheel Apricot is so good. This is like an oil serum for your nails, for your cuticles. So good. I've literally been applying this daily and I feel my cuticles feel so hydrated and good. Like by now my cuticles would be super dry and peeling. So I actually really like this. It's also super easy to apply. It just comes with this little brush. You can see it right there. And you just press it and then it just releases the little oil and then you just apply it around your cuticles. So I'm a big fan of this one. Truly would buy this one over and over and over again. I can't speak too much in terms of like how any of these products feel, but I did want to do an honorable mention to the Dior Sauvage line. So Chris has a Sauvage perfume and the Sauvage elixir. I really like both of these. I feel like this one smells a little bit stronger than this one. Ladies, if you're trying to get a nice cologne for your man, I swear Sauvage smells so good. So big fan of this one. And then he also has the aftershave balm and the aftershave lotion. He does actually really like these. Again, I don't know personally how any of these feel, but he really does like them and they do smell really good. So these two are a win in Chris's book, which says a lot because he does not like really applying products or doing anything with skincare. So I take this as a win. Anyway, I know that those were a lot of products, but I wanted to give you my honest opinion in terms of like all the Dior Beauty products that I have purchased. Obviously, you've seen me do a lot of unboxings and I normally just speak about the product, but a lot of times I haven't even tried the product yet, or I've only tried it like a couple times. So this is basically all the products that I have had for a while and I have tried. Some that I have already repurchased, some that I definitely will be repurchasing, and then there were a handful, like I said, that I definitely would not repurchase. So for the most part, all Dior Beauty products are a win in my book, but there are a handful that I feel like I find better options somewhere else, like in a different brand, or although they are good, I just didn't feel like they were good enough for me to want to have again. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it was useful to give you a rundown of everything from skincare to makeup to body wash, nail care, and even the men's collection. I know they also just released new products, so they do have a new Miss Dior like solid perfume, which I'm very curious to try how that works. I guess you just like apply it on your skin and it's supposed to smell the same, but just in a roll-on like stick way. It kind of looks like this, but it just like with a perfume instead of a lipstick. And they also launched new pastel shades of some makeup and some lip glosses. I feel like Dior does new launches pretty often, which is always fun to like see them, you know, keep things fresh and going on with the seasons. And obviously they do have some like special limited edition things for the holidays, so that's also pretty fun. But I hope that this was helpful. I probably just revealed in a greater way like my Dior Beauty obsession. I feel like normally because I just split it in like different unboxing videos, it doesn't look like it's that much, but now that I put everything together, there's definitely a lot. And I know that I missed a couple products. That probably means that they were just not that special, I guess. Not to be mean, but these are the ones that I definitely keep like always very visible. Anyway, if you have any questions or anything that you want to chat about, if you have any questions about the products or want to share your opinion about them, just drop that in the comment section. As I mentioned, I do have a ton of videos of like Dior Beauty unboxings and reviews. So I also do have an extensive review of the Dior Prestige skincare line where I did show trying on all the products and like how they felt in my skin. So I also have that video if you do want to watch that and learn more about the Prestige skincare line. But I hope you liked this video. I hope that it was useful. And if you enjoyed it, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.